On Wednesday, the 22nd of February, we're going to be hosting a very special 12-hour live stream here on AFTV. We're going to be raising funds for the victims of the devastating earthquake in Turkey and Syria. We're bringing together all your favorite programs, plus as well your favorite presenters on AFTV and also around the football community here on YouTube. All coming together to do this special 12-hour stream where we can raise as much funds as possible for those victims of that deadly earthquake. So join us on Wednesday, the 22nd of February from 12 p.m. till 12 a.m.
Hi, welcome to AFTV. It's now time for the player ratings. Just a quick reminder, you can do your player ratings on the AFTV Plus app on iOS and on Play Store. I've got James with me. Let's run straight into it. Aaron Ramsdale.
6. Was he at fault for any of the goals? Don't think so.
No, he made a big save mentioned in the fan cam earlier from Leon Bailey.
Yeah, there was one big save. You're right. So maybe a 6 is a bit harsh, but I'll go with a 6. I don't think he was really the story of the game.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Returning back into right back position, Ben White.
Do you know what? Up until about the 60th minute, I'd have said, yeah, 6, he was doing well, but actually really fell off towards the 5-10 minutes before he came off. So I'll give him a 5. He did, 5 is fine, and I think across the 60-70 minutes he played fine.
There is something going on with Ben White. I'm sure sometimes he's a bit too, lackadaisical, but listen, he should hopefully return back.
I think it's his style to a degree. I mean, look, he was overlapping Saka, supporting him loads. I didn't feel like Buendia had the better of him in the duels either. I think it was just one of those where he may be tired or something. I don't know. So
he's just tired. The defensively very good. But let's go into the centre back pairing. Starting with, let's go William Saliba today for you, James.
I'll give it a 6. I thought he didn't get tight enough to Watkins. Maybe hindsight, it's easy to say that, but and I think he learnt from that because then the rest of the game was really on him and actually did really well after that. So if you're marking him down for the goal, but then you're marking him up for a big second half, in fairness, I thought he did really well. Overall, I'll give him a 6, which was good.
I think that's fair. Let's go to Gabriel Magalhaes for you today, James.
6 as well. Not at fault for any of the goals. Made one big tackle on Bailey. Am I being harsh? Comments, let us know if I'm being harsh on the centre-backs. We did concede 2 goals.
It's exactly that.
So I'll give it a 6. And they looked really easy, those goals. And I'm a little bit worried about the defending, so I'll give Gabriel a 6.
Okay, let's go to the left-back position, Zinchenko today for you, James.
Well, again, gives the ball away for the goal. Scores a great goal. And really came live after that goal, to be fair. There's an interesting moment between him and Ramsdale. After he gave the ball away and we conceded in the first half, there's a load of back and forth verbally about something. Saka equalises and then they had a bit of an embrace. I quite like those moments, I quite like that they sort of ironed that out through the game, whatever it was. I'll give him a 6 because got the equaliser, but gives the ball away cheaply. Just shows a bit too much of the ball sometimes, and was really struggling to have any impact really up until he got the equaliser. So 6.
Okay, let's go into midfield. Now I'm going to do a small apology to
Jordan.
We did win. I'll give him a small apology to Jordan here. Jorginho, a player that I said, where is he in these big moments? This is what he was signed for. This is literally what I wanted to see. Thomas Partey's out. Jorginho for you today, James.
Happy Arsenal fans. 8. And that might be harsh. You could easily give him a 9. Look, do you know what? I will give him a 9 actually. You know why? Because not only did he get the goal or forces the goal that wins us the game, but actually the amount he was finding Saka. There's a couple of clip passes over the top in the first half. Nearly found Ben White, but I think he was offside. Some of the threaded passes into Odegaard, into Saka as well, in that inside space on the edge of the penalty area. Really incisive with it, always available. Won the ball back a couple of times, high up the pitch. Yeah, 9. I thought he was our best player.
Yeah, I agree. So it's your man of the match today?
Player?
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, your man of the match. Okay, Let's go in front of him. Let's start with our captain, Martin Odegaard. He split a lot of people's opinions today.
I think that missed chance, I was saying it to guys over here, I thought the miss is as bad an error as the Tomiyasu pass back against City. That is a goal. You've got to score that. But really came alive. We started playing a lot more down the right-hand side compared to the left-hand side in the first half, and we were creating things. So, we never stopped trying, and I've got to give him that. So I'll give him a 6. Yeah, I'll give him a 6. Okay. It's a bad miss, but I thought really improved as the game went on. Yeah,
definitely. Okay, well, fair assessment there. Granit Xhaka, James, today.
I'll give him a 5. He was fine, kept trying, works hard. You don't question that. Just again, some poor passes in the final third. but never shies away from it. You know, he never shies, and there's merit in that. You know, always trying, working hard, and you know, then Vieira came on for. We'll talk about him in a bit, but yeah, I'll give him a 5. He was fine, didn't do anything wrong, but I don't think he's having the impact on games he was pre-World Cup.
Okay, Bukayo Saka, by the way, injured as well.
Unbelievable. Yeah, you could easily give him a 9 as well, through sheer persistence, constantly trying, running at players, getting in behind, scores a great goal. You know, gets kicked to shreds, comes back up, tries again. The only thing I'd make it a 10 is if he'd got maybe a second or a hat-trick or whatever. You know, not everything he did was flawless, but you're watching him going, look at this guy who's still only 21 or whatever, and he is trying to drag this team through.
He's like one of those players at school, like when you used to play, and like you just give it to him and it's like, please do something.
Unbelievable. That was at points Arsenal were going, here you go. Can you know?
But a 9, yeah.
A 9, yeah. I just love the guy.
Yeah, he's crazy.
I love the guy. I saw someone tweet: "Is there anyone in football, in the Premier League, who backs their chat as much as he does? You know, he comes out, says, you know, keep believing, and then puts in a performance like that, gets in a massive goal when we need it, drags us over the line
whilst being injured." On the opposite wing, Martinelli for you today.
That was Trossard.
Oh, Trossard. Sorry, Martinelli came on.
You know what? I'm going to give Trossard a 7 because I thought he was better than some of the 6s I've given. And I know that people might go, what did he do? I actually felt he was very isolated. He was getting the ball, had to do a lot of work and always looked busy, always tried to make things happen. Picked out a few underlaps from Xhaka, was trying to mix things up a little bit. Got him behind in the second half. You know I'm listing kind of very sort of, you know, standard stuff. But I thought he looked really lively, and if he'd had more support, I actually think he was looking better than maybe what he delivered in the game. So I'll give him a 7.
Is it similar to like when Martinelli's on, that it's all going down the right side? And
I thought he looked a bit safer in possession than Martinelli has in previous games, and he looked a bit buzzier. Maybe sometimes I fall for looking busy. The kind of the little step over, the drop of the shoulder, and actually nothing happens. But I thought he looked sharp, and for a lot of that first half, the Arsenal team looked a bit flat. So I'll give him credit.
Okay, let's go to our striker today, Eddie Nketiah.
I don't think you'll find as mixed a game as that, because I thought first half really wasn't offering enough in terms of coming deep, linking up and trying to pull the Aston Villa defence apart. Second half, I thought worked incredibly hard, was linking up a lot more. You know, that header onto the crossbar, did really well to get a leap on that, unlucky. Puts it on a plate for Odegaard. That he deserved an assist for his hard work. Pressed Emi Martinez a few times, but then on the other hand, misses a massive chance. Thought really frustrating in the first half. There were 2 out of 10 moments, and there were 8, 9 out of 10 moments. I'll give him a 5. I'll give him a 5 because I really think he's got to score that chance. But he absolutely created a goal out of just a sheer press and work rate as well, and Odegaard didn't take it. So a 5 for me. I was a little let down for most of the game, but he didn't stop trying, and I've got to credit him with that. He really kept going.
I think that's a very fair assessment. Let's go into the subs. I thought Martinelli starts. Let's go with Martinelli when he come on.
Got a goal, direct, ran at players. You know what I loved about his performance today? Kept trying to run in behind, kept trying to do that on the shoulder thing and that darting beyond Cash, and ask a different question rather than just always receiving the ball and running at players. And he got a goal at the end there. So I mean, an 8 purely because of ultimately the moment of elation at the end.
What a moment that was! Yeah. Everyone celebrating before the ball even in the
net. He had a moment actually where he got the ball on the counter, because the game really opened up. I think Emery will be disappointed with how open that game was at the end. And he had that moment where he got the ball, then darted through a few players, nearly put it on a plate for Eddie. Didn't quite happen, but he looked sharp. So 8 for
Wow, big 8 for Martinelli there. Some of the other subs, Fabio Vieira.
8 for his assist. I thought looked tidy in possession. Didn't really do enough in terms of when he was on the pitch and it was 2-2. I don't think he did enough in terms of unlocking the door. Yeah. But he's got that final ball on him. Mm-hmm. He really does. Mm-hmm. Even when he is a little anonymous, he can. I've just watched it back from an angle in the Villa in the Villa stand. Someone filmed it. And what a pass. Yeah. I was looking at him going, just roll this into the back of the net, why not? But actually does really well just to hold on to it at the right time, open his body up and thread it. It's actually quite a tight corridor. Lovely, lovely pass. I give him an 8.
Quality player, Fabio Vieira. Some of the subs, I don't know if it's NA, Kieran Tierney, Rob Holding. kind of.
Yeah, it's 10A, but I love to see Arteta making those decisions. So I guess it's on to Arteta.
Did Tomiyasu make an appearance?
So yes, Tomiyasu came on and had a good impact. I thought he did well to just quicken things up in terms of tempo. Just everything was a bit safer when he came on. Ben White started giving the ball away, and Tomiyasu did well. Won a few headers. Well done. Rated 7. Well done.
Okay, let's go to quickly the ref before we go to Mikel Arteta. A lot of time wasting. Ended up booking Emi Martinez in like the 7th minute.
I want to give the ref a 3 because there weren't any scandalous bad decisions, but ultimately poor. I mean, Douglas Luiz should have been booked for kicking the ball away, wasn't. Emi Martinez should have been booked for time wasting long before he was. Then Zinchenko takes a free kick, then goes to Jorginho before it goes out wide, and then he says, "Well, have you seen the clip of Arteta just sort of going, yeah, all right," sort of taking the piss out of it, and rightly so. It's poor from the ref. You either give it or you don't. By the way, I don't even know if the ball was moving, but you give it first thing. It's little moments like that, right? I'm in the stands, and I actually turned to you, I went, "Oh, I think we got away with that."
Yeah.
And then he blows it back. So I can see from all the way up there that it's a rolling ball, and he's wanting to pull it back once we've played through the Villa team and it looks like we're going at the defence. So I just thought didn't managed the game brilliantly. He didn't really notice the dark arts and the moments like that and actually clamped down on it. But there were no scandalous decisions. Maybe 3's harsh. Give him a 4 because he wasn't fine. He was a bit worse than fine.
Okay, let's go to the manager today, James. Mikel Arteta.
Well, you've got to give him a 7 because Martinelli scored, Vieira got an assist, and ultimately the changes he made kept the momentum going. I will say, I love Arteta, and he made the changes and we won the game. I don't know if the changes are the reason we won the game, if that makes sense.
Because you questioned them at first, and they weren't. I don't know. I hear what you're saying.
I don't think. Arteta made the changes, then we won it. He changed the tide of the game. Whether I just thought we were just looking brilliant, really. As the second half grew on, we got better and better, and we were creating loads of chances.
Yeah, we grew
and actually, what he just did was freshen it up. I don't think Trossard deserved to come off. I thought Eddie probably did more, but then actually Eddie stayed on the pitch and created that moment for Odegaard. So, listen, hindsight's a wonderful thing. But you give him a 7 because we came here, we won 4-2, and when we really needed to win, I'll give him an 8 because we really needed to win. We got one. Credit to him, the mentality was spot on. So actually, it's those behind the scenes things we don't see that he got spot on. So 8 for Mikel Arteta.
I do want to end on the fans, James. I hope we get a nice high score because even when Eddie missed, they were screaming his name, Eddie. Martin Odegaard missed, and they were behind the team throughout the whole 90 minutes. The fans. There
was something. There was a spark. Something went off in that second half. I don't know what it is because first half, I thought the Arsenal fans, certainly where I was, it felt like we were kind of cheering on. The away fans are amazing. What I'm saying is they might have been a 7 rather than a 10 at this point. They were very, very good. But something happened in that second half where I think everyone just kind of sensed like, let's do this. And they did, and they got behind the team. You're right, sang Eddie's name when he missed the chant. And just, the chance of Jorginho winding up Emi Martinez, he's just a shit. Aaron Ramsdale was brilliant, singing his name. And by the way, Emi Martinez, top goalkeeper, won't take that away from him. But when you're the kind of personality that he is on a football pitch, he's got to take as good as he gets. And I'm really happy the Arsenal fans gave it to him. I can't stand the guy, but I get it as well. So I'm glad that we made it. I'm glad we had our fun with that. Well done to the Arsenal fans. I'll give him a 9.
A 9. That's it for the player ratings. Let us know your player ratings, like I said, on the AFTV Plus app. Download it, get involved, and we'll see you again very soon. Take care, everyone. Goodbye.
Shop for AFTV merch at shop.aftv.co.uk. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, and Twitch. We've got content for every platform, so check it out.